Okay, chapter 1, there is a problem where it asks to find out various costs and selling prices of a steak in a restaurant. So, and this was a homework problem, so it's number 7, all right, in the back of chapter 1. Now, the steak cost $3.20, all right, per steak. The food cost is 40%. Okay? What is the present sales price? Present sales price is always the cost divided by your food cost percent expressed as a decimal, so 0.4, right? Would be your food cost dollars, $3.20, 3.20, divided by your food cost percent expressed as a decimal. Put that dot there, okay? 32 divided by 4 is 8. So that would be the answer to A, okay? So you have to remember that formula, but you should know logically how it works, okay? So if you divide your food cost, which is a number less than 1, into your food cost dollars, that's going to make this number grow. $3.20 is going to grow and be higher because your sale price has to be higher than your food costs. So that's A. Let's look at B. What does B say? At an annual inflation rate of 5%, what is the steak likely to cost 1 year from today? Well, 1 year from today, it'll be 5% greater. So 3.2, right, times 1.05. 1.05 is times itself 1 and 5% greater, right? So that would be equivalent to 1 times 3.2, and then 5% of 3.2 is, I should get my calculator so I don't have to waste time doing it in my head, but 5% of 3.2 is 1.5 is 1.6, so 16 cents would be like $3.36. 1 second, excuse me. So, all right, 3.2 times 1.05 equals $3.36, right? So that would be the cost of a steak 1 year from now with the 5% inflation. Make sure you always interpret your answers and questions. You should read this like it's a sentence. Okay, C, using the cost calculated in B above, what should the menu sales price be for this item in 1 year if the cost percent at that time is to be 38%? Okay, so now they're dropping the food cost to 38%, and so they want to know the sales price. So again, it's this formula except with different numbers. So it's C would be 336 divided by 0.38, right? The food cost expressed as a decimal. Now, that would be 3.36 divided by 0.38, which would be $8.84, should always round up if need be, but $8.84, so it would probably be $9, right? Because it's the menu price. You probably wouldn't put $8.84 on the menu. So, know what this says. This means an increase in food costs because of inflation. This means a drop in food cost percent, so it's now 0.38, which is the same meaning as 38%. And your sales price, because of a lower food cost and because of a lower food cost percent and a higher food cost dollars to kind of offset them out, will still go up by $1. $8 versus $9. Okay. If you were a banquet manager functioning 6 months from now and planning to use this item, what unit cost would you plan? Well, 6 months, I think what they want you to do is most people would take the whole 5%, right? But they'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and they'll take, instead of a 5% inflation for the 1 year, they'll take a 2.5% inflation for just the 6 months. So now you want to, what would the cost be for a 2.5%? So 1.02, right? 1.025 times $3.20, right? So that would be $3.20 times 1.025, right? Remember, 2.5% is 0.025. So, and that equals $3.28 food costs, right? Get in the habit of labeling your figures. This would be food cost, also with inflation of 5%. And so you know where you stand. So always label your numbers. The banquet manager in D above has already calculated that the other items included in this banquet menu will have increased costs in 6 months from $2 to $2.11. What should the sales price per person be for the banquet if the desired cost percentage is 40%? Okay, so now you can take the 336. It's already calculated that the other items included in this banquet menu will have increased costs in 6 months. Okay, so take the 6 month figure, which is here. So 328, right, plus the 211, which is the new cost because it's 6 months, right? And 328 is 6 months, and that would be the total cost of the banquet menu items. So that would be 211 and 328 is 39 is 539, right? And 539 is the cost. So then you would divide that by 0.4 because they're using a 40% food cost, and 5.39 divided by 0.4 equals $16, 15.97, rounded up. So that would be the cost, the selling price for the guest. Let's look at the next one.